Hello, I'm Leslie Prince. Charles and my husband and I are here at the Deer Park Farm Shop and Cafe. It's also a dairy farm, family farm that's been here now since 1986. In 2015, Charlie and his parents decided that there was a requirement for the farm to diversify. My background is architecture, so we converted an existing hay barn. Unfortunately, it took a long time to get through planning, and we eventually started building in 2019. We were then stopped building when COVID happened, and we resumed building again in the April of 2020 and finally opened in September. We opened the Woodland Walk so that people could come for their daily exercise for an hour. Charles Robinson from Robinson Forestry used to come with his children, and one day he noticed we got a fallen tree and very kindly came and told us that it was a bit of an issue and would we like him to help us look at the forest and decide what needed clearing and what didn't.
So hello, I'm Charles Robinson, Managing Director of Robinson Forestry Limited, and I led on the Deer Park Creation project. So the site here, the Deer Park, posed an awful lot of opportunity and some challenge. Just the sheer scale of it meant we've had quite a big design challenge on board, really. Number of sort of infield woodland copses like this we wanted to recreate, to link up, so it's sort of where we could add those into the landscape. New woodland planting all the way around the edge with this sort of belt planting. And then we created some spaces like we're in now, which is an event space for the future as well. We planted 15,000 trees on site. We've got about 6 kilometres of new fencing gone in as well, and 130 new parkland trees as well. Mostly a mixed native scheme with oak, sycamore, cherry, with a few conifers, Scots pine, Douglas fir, western red cedar gone in as well, and then quite a number of shrubs. It's quite an amenity sort of planting site here. So the reason we chose Tubex is they're a leading brand manufacturer of tree garb. We've used lots of other ones in the past, and Tubex have always come out on top. They have longevity and they've got a brilliant recycling scheme when at end of life.
I'm Pete Stevens, Applications Development Manager, Tubex Tree Shelters, part of Berry Global Group. There are many advantages of using Tubex tree shelters, and the principal one is about protection. Young tree saplings are very vulnerable to attacks from the weather, to attacks from animals, and we need to ensure that we maximise the amount of trees which grow and become mature. One of the major benefits of using Tubex tree shelters is our ability to produce and supply that protection in a very large volume. Tubex tree shelters are incredibly effective at ensuring that we maximise the ability of those young plants to survive and then become mature on their own, and then at less risk from damage. Once the product has reached the end of its life, the tree no longer requires that effective protection it was getting in those early years. Tubex tree shelters are manufactured from high quality polymers with UV stabilisers to ensure that they don't degrade and aren't damaged by the effects of sunshine during their lifetime. When they are retrieved into the recycling scheme, that ensures that we have very good quality polymer that can then be reprocessed, recycled and used to produce more Tubex tree shelters and other products within the Berry organisation.